The Indian subcontinent in the 16th century was a land of grand empires and shifting alliances. The mighty Vijayanagar Empire dominated the south, its capital Hampi, a beacon of prosperity and cultural brilliance. To the north, the powerful Deccan sultanates, Bijapur, Golconda, Ahmednagar, and Bidar, formed a formidable coalition. The fate of these powers was about to be decided in one of history's most devastating battles, the Battle of Talikota, the glory of Vijayanagar. At its height, Vijayanagar was a realm of splendor and wealth. The streets of Hampi bustled with traders from distant lands, the grand markets teeming with goods, spices, silk, and precious gems. Towering temples like Virupaksha and Vitala stood as marvels of Dravidian architecture, their intricate carvings telling the tales of gods and warriors. Under the rule of Aliya Rama Raya, the empire stood strong, its military unmatched. But dark clouds loomed on the horizon. To the north, within the shadowy halls of a grand Mughal-style chamber, the rulers of the Deccan sultanates gathered. The air was thick with tension as Sultan Ali Adil Shah Firman of Bijapur, Ibrahim Qutb Shah of Golconda, Hussein Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar, and Barid Shah of Bidar. Their hatred for Vijayanagar ran deep, and their goal was clear: to unite against their common enemy and bring the empire to its knees. A decisive war was inevitable. As the call to war echoed through the empire, Vijayanagar's mighty army assembled. War elephants clad in golden armor stood in formation, their tusks sharpened for battle. Cavalry, archers, and infantry prepared for the impending storm. At the heart of the camp, Aliya Rama Raya, an experienced warrior, issued commands with unwavering resolve. The banners of Vijayanagar fluttered in the wind as war drums signaled the coming conflict. On the fateful day of January 23, 1565, the fields of Talikota turned into a battleground. Vijayanagar's forces, led by their fearless war elephants, charged forward with unmatched ferocity. The Deccan sultanates, however, countered with deadly precision. Musketeers and cannon fire shook the earth as Persian-style cavalry struck deep into the enemy lines. The battlefield was a chaotic storm of dust, arrows, and blood. In the heat of battle, an act of treachery changed the course of history. Two trusted generals of Vijayanagar, the Gilani brothers, switched sides, betraying their own army. Aliya Rama Raya, now surrounded, looked on in disbelief as the tide turned against him. The sultanates seized the moment, launching a devastating assault. What had been a hard-fought battle now turned into a massacre. Captured and bound, Aliya Rama Raya was brought before the triumphant Deccan rulers. Kneeling before Hussein Nizam Shah, the once mighty warrior remained defiant. Without hesitation, the order was given. As the executioner's blade fell, the last hopes of Vijayanagar perished. The empire was leaderless, its forces scattered. The sack of Vijayanagar. What followed was one of the most brutal destructions in Indian history. The victorious sultanates stormed Vijayanagar, burning its magnificent temples, palaces, and markets. Sacred idols were shattered, treasures looted, and the once great city reduced to ashes. Survivors fled as the flames consumed their homeland. The empire that had stood as a beacon of culture and strength was no more. Years passed, and the ruins of Hampi became a silent testament to the empire's lost glory. The once thriving capital now lay in eerie stillness. Broken pillars, overgrown temples, and empty courtyards whispering the echoes of a forgotten era. The Tungabhadra River flowed on, carrying the sorrow of history. But even in ruin, the spirit of Vijayanagar endures. Today, Hampi stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a reminder of the empire's architectural brilliance and cultural grandeur. Tourists walk through the remnants of history, awed by the artistry of a bygone age. The legacy of Vijayanagar lives on, not just in the stones of Hampi, but in the hearts of those who remember its rise and fall. The Battle of Talikota was more than just a war. It was the end of an era. Yet from the ashes of destruction, the story of Vijayanagar continues to inspire. Empires may fall, but history never forgets.